child, thank y'all for picking up my call. Megan has the same flow, or are we just saying the same thing over and over again? Or do we not know what flow, cadence, pitch, vocal agility is? Maybe we just don't know what we talking about. Or is Megan stuck in this, evolution cycle right now? Maybe she's having growing pains. Or maybe the songs are just not good. Maybe I feel like y'all bullying Megan a little bit and maybe y'all being a little too hard on her. Uh-oh. Well, let's have a conversation about it because this is Woo Chow. Woo child, let me just hop right into this call. I wanted to make this call not too long, okay? So I won't keep you here too long, I promise you. But I've been just seeing a lot of discourse around Megan's new song, around the Whenever song, around Twitter, and around Instagram and TikTok. Just people just kind of, maybe dogpiling a little bit on Megan, if I had to be completely honest. I just feel like, okay, y'all, I know, we tired of hearing the he wanna. But let's really break it down a little bit here. And I think there's something to unpack that I have a few opinions, right? I have a few things that I feel like is happening in the scope of Megan and her career and just how she's being perceived, I should say, right? The first thing I want to talk about is the flow, right? Let's talk about flow. I argue you and say, in this Whenever song, Megan's flow isn't the same. And by the way, I did a reaction to Megan's Whenever on Patreon exclusively. Right now, you can go check it out. Here's a little clip of it. Oh, well, she looks really good. I'm tired of hearing about hating ass hoes. Y'all hoes don't like me. Y'all hoes want to beat me. Y'all hoes follow me. I know all of this, Megan. We know this. You ain't got nothing else to talk about, sis? One thing about Megan, I can always say, she gonna look amazing, girl. And in that reaction, I feel bad because I was so disappointed and I was kind of underwhelmed throughout the reaction, and I was kind of even contemplating about uploading it because I was like, oh my God, why am I so disappointed? But it was because I just felt like the topics were the same. And I didn't really feel like the flow was the same because she did switch up flows, And I've said this in calls prior that it's not the flow, you guys, it's the cadence that is pissing y'all off, okay? Because the thing is this, if you're trying to emote in a song that you are mad or you are sad or you're depressed or you are, angry or you have vengeance, you got things to prove, but every song that you rap or everything that you do sounds like he wanna tap on my pussy, drop on my cheeks, and blah, blah, blah. I got hoes mad at me. When you in every song, well, you don't know how to differentiate between, how she really feel on this and how she really feel on that because it all sounds the same. That's where the all sound the same thing coming from. But not flow-wise, because that baby girl was switching up flows down. Now, if I had to be completely honest, even to my hotties, I think Megan is trying to evolve. And I don't think y'all letting her. Ooh. Walk with me, hotties. Walk with me, people that like Megan, and walk haters that don't like Megan as well. Because I know y'all like to watch when y'all don't like, people assume that I don't like Megan because I have critiques of her. But we've been through this road before with Nicki Minaj as well. When I was critiquing Nicki back in the day, y'all thought I didn't like her either. Well, I was doing a lot back in 2018 and 2017. I was doing a lot. I was doing way more than this, but I've calmed down, But I promise you, this is all coming from love. This is a safe space for Megan. It's a safe space for all artists to talk about, their craft and things like that. We may have critiques about it and we may laugh about some things, but it will never we're trying to bash or dogpile on anybody on this channel. And I don't like when that is perceived of me on the internet because I'm honest about my opinion. It's just my opinion, by the way. Who am I? Y'all can have your own opinion. Y'all don't have to go with my opinion. All right, we all right? We good on that? So can I continue what I'm thinking? And you can think how you think. And we could just have a conversation about it instead of fighting each other about it. That's all. I think Megan's trying to evolve and y'all don't let her. In the sense of this, I've seen Megan try to do different genres of music. She done rock, she tried to do pop. She's trying to rap about anime and use anime as analogies in her music. But the only thing that really sticks, only thing that really still sells is the he wanna, y'all wanna see my pussy, pop my pussy. And y'all won't let that go from her. Now, will she let that go either? I don't know. I don't think she let that go too much either. But I think she has been trying to break that mold. But the problem is this, It's the cadence in every song. And I have to be honest with you, that's why I don't like Megan's pop music. I don't like Megan's pop music. And it's not because she can't do it. I think she can do it very well, actually. I think she can do pop music well if she really, really tried to change the cadence. She tried to change the cadence on that one song that I love called Strategy, which, come here. This is between me and you, though, okay? This is between me and you. I only listen to the solo version of Strategy without Megan. You know why? Because she comes in so hard. And I'd be like, girl, it's not needed all that for this. It's just not needed for that. But the thing is, when she tried to switch up the cadence, y'all said she was giving Doja. And did I disagree? Not really. Did I disagree? Not really. I saw what y'all was saying. I got it. I caught the gist. I said, well, y'all might be on to something. I ain't gonna hold you. I did hear a little Amala in there, you know, but I like to give 10s where 10s are due because she was trying to break out of the things y'all keep criticizing, criticizing her about rapping the same in the sense of the cadence, in the sense of the pitch, in the sense of the delivery, okay? But if I had to step back and I listened to Whenever, and the reason why I was so about it is because one, the topics are the same. And I do feel like because the cadence has been the same through her entire career, for real. I haven't heard her really break the cadence. Besides other records she was trying to be experimentative on, I don't know any other time she's actually broken the cadence of he wanna, my pussy. You know what I mean? And though that is her style, that is her gig, that is her brand, and it's good as an artist to have identifiable features and things that stand out in your brand. So I think that Megan doing that is good. But the problem is it just gets old when that's all it feels like you can do. The topics to me are getting stale. Listen, walk with me, hotties, okay? I said this in my reaction. There is this thing where Megan is stuck at defending herself. And I feel like she's stuck at defending herself against everybody. And at some point, though, I do understand she does get a lot of criticism. Megan gets a lot of flack. Megan gets a lot of, pushback, and she does get a lot of dogpiling, but it costs a lot to be that girl. You that bitch when you cause out this conversation. I'm just saying, Megan knows what she's doing. No shade. That means she's somebody because y'all can't stop talking about the girl. So I see why she has to come back every single time talking about y'all hoes keep hating on me every 24 hours a day. I see why that's what she pulls from when she's writing her records, because it does feel like anything she could sneeze wrong. And for some reason, the girls are going to be on her head about it. I say all that to say though, I do want something different from her. I do. I want to hear something else. What else should I talk about? What else are you going through? What else? Even though we've had the anxiety song, we've had other records from her that's like, oh, okay. So she goes through that as well. But it feels like those records were only just to get something off her chest, but her majority of what she talks about is just going to be about taking your man, she's that girl, I'm going to show my ass and my titties going to show, and I ride dick like a stallion, and y'all can't compete with me because y'all broke. The Whenever song, though she was spitting bars, we can't deny that. I want people to stop denying my girl. She can spit bars. Megan is a phenomenal rapstress. One of the best in the game, if you had to be completely honest with you, But the problem is when, I'm trying to figure out how to want to phrase this without it sounding rude, but maybe I have to just be what it is. When you are still sounding like your debut record or your big record like Big Ol' Freak, I have to be honest with you, and I hate to say this, but Megan still sound like Big Ol' Freak. And then I said this, right? I said, well, maybe Megan needs to go away for like a year and don't make no records, don't go on the carpet. And one of my good friends was saying well, she did that. I said, well, she didn't go away for a year. But my good friend was like, well, she did go away for a minute and then come back rebranded, new appearance, thinner, new hair. She came back looking good. Okay, came back looking phenomenal even. And the music on the return was vindictive. This is after the Tory situation. Nicki, Drake, and other people been sliding her and kind of taking Tory's side. So, she had no community, really, it felt like, with this. And so she came back with she came back with Cobra, Then she came back with Hiss, and then Hiss was the thing that did it. And now you can argue, and I will be one of the people that are pro that, you know, Hiss did well because Nicki gave it the attention that it needed. No shade. You know, so it wasn't really a comeback on her own merit, but it was a good comeback. Good visuals, good sound, rapping her ass off. Hiss was chef's kiss. Beyond Nicki coming back and giving it the push to get it to #1 and making it the record that it is, no shade. Megan did her big one though. It was good. Execution was fab. And Barb, you can't say it wasn't. Execution was absolutely fab. I thought we were on a turning point for her where it was like, oh, okay, she gonna get her ones, get this off her chest real quick. She gonna come back and shut it down on y'all. Hot Girl to the Hot Girl tour. I hated that tour. It looked thrown together. It looked like, I don't know what that was. And I know, like, I'm happy she did an arena tour, and I didn't understand when people were saying she couldn't sell out an arena tour. I was like, Megan's very impactful. I can see her selling out an arena tour. That wasn't the issue here. What the issue for me, and why I was disappointed in that tour, was to have Hiss be such a moment and be so executed well. I was expecting the tour to be executed like way beyond. Even down to the Coachella show. I know some of you hotties love that Coachella show, but girl, that was not it for me. I'm sorry. I have seen Megan perform way better than that. And I have to be honest with you, I feel like Megan recently has started relying on that backtrack a little too heavy for me. Walk with me, hotties. Walk with me. Because I know y'all be like, Zach, here you go. Girl, no, listen to me. Watch that Coachella set back. I mean, she was dancing, sure. But she had like 1 or 2 dance breaks, girl. Okay? If you can't rap and dance at the same time, then that ain't your ministry, girl. And she raps over the track instead of it being a cappella, like my queen of hip hop. No shade, my queen of hip hop, girl. She may forget those words. She may stumble. But bitch, the mic is on, and that backtrack comes in every once in a while for the chorus, not for the verse. Granted, Nicki ain't moving as much as Megan was moving, okay? So that's that as well. So let's be honest here. When I was watching that Coachella set, who was in rehearsal? Who was at the rehearsals? It gives homegirl rehearsal. Ooh, it does. I have to be honest with you, hotties. When I see Megan perform at Coachella, and sometimes even at the Hot Girl Summer Tour, it gave like y'all was, when they went to rehearsal, it was homegirl rehearsal. After this run through, y'all wanna take a shot? I saw some hotties on Twitter saying like, oh, Megan gonna be the next Beyonce, the Beyonce of hip hop. And I said, it takes a lot to be the Beyonce of anything. It takes a lot to wear that wig. Let me tell you something, that custom ventilated unit right there, to wear a Beyonce custom ventilated unit, bitch, you got to be that girl. And a lot of these girls, guys, and theys and thems cannot wear that custom ventilated unit. They can't. No shade. And I see her trying to give that execution, but it just feels like it's falling short. And I don't understand what's happening, because she has the talent. She has the capabilities. Megan is one of the best talented girls out here right now. No shade. And she looks amazing. But the execution feels, I don't want to say lazy, but people are saying Weekend 2 was better. I said Weekend 2 was not better, girl. It was actually, worse to me. To start off with Mama Mushi and then to end with Mama Mushi again, I said, nah, girl, if you're going to open up with Mama Mushi because they cut you off on Weekend 1, then you need to start with Mama Mushi Weekend 2, which is fine, but do a different closer. I can go on a whole rant about Coachella. Back to the song, back to the topic at hand here, right? Flow has changed. She has evolved her flow. I think Megan has rapped in different ways and has proven that she can rap in different ways. But the problem is the cadence and the delivery is the exact same across every song that she does. And on top of that, her accent is very prevalent in her music. So, like I said, branding, which is fine, but when you have other artists that have arguably changed up so much and giving you variety, it makes Megan music look stale. I want to circle back really quickly to not letting Megan evolve, right? And the reason why I say this, and I think this is a little too broad to say we're not letting her evolve, but I say that the reason why I brought that point up is because from an artist's point of view, I can only imagine how hard it is to try to evolve your sound while still trying to release music to stay relevant as well. Because Megan is a hip hop artist, not a pop star. And I guess hip hop is a little different when you have to always release, to be relevant. And Megan did come out in that era, like 2018, 2019, 2020, when you had to release to be relevant, to stay on top of it, to be on top of the charts, to be, and I mean, that's, the climate of music is still like that because attention spans are so short, but I feel like Megan has cemented herself in this hip hop space enough where she could take a year off now. She could take a year off now and come back. You know what I mean? I think Megan could take a good amount of time off, come back and make something new that's unexpected for her. And if I had to be honest, I think that people are dogpiling on her a little bit. I think we need to give Megan a little bit more time. Hold on, walk with me now, because I know she's no new artist girl, because I heard somebody in the back. I heard somebody in the far back. Bitch, more time? Listen. She's no new artist. It's been about 6 years. Megan, you are not a new artist no more, girl. But what I mean by more time is that I think that Megan needs to take time off from the spotlight as far as releasing music, and really understand, make a storyline. We need to scrap this whole defense mechanism, like you're defending yourself every record mantra. We're done here. Okay, girl, we get it. We so get it. So I think it's time to make, I won't be mad if she come back with some fun records. Some fun for the summer records. You know what I mean? And though that could still give her in the box of, he want to bounce on this pussy on the hook. It could still give that, unfortunately. But I challenge you, Megan, in making records that forces you to do a different cadence. Deliver it differently. A way we haven't heard you before. That's now that's cool. Because remember she did the rock thing. She did the little scream rock situation. Between me and you, it gave Rico Nasty. That's just me and you though. That's just how I feel. Definitely gave, I said, is this Rico Nasty or Megan the Stallion? Megan the Nasty. Okay? But I appreciated it, I liked that. I said, go on, girl. All right? Even though it does sound like another girl again. It does what it needs to do. I like that you're trying to get out that mode. Just keep clawing at it. Being an artist is difficult. And it's difficult to try to find new things and ways when you're constantly in the spotlight. So I say, Megan, you have your liquor brand. People are buying her liquor brand, I'm sure. Go ahead and, keep selling the liquor and, open your Popeyes and do things like that. Go off, bitch. I'm so proud of you. Go do things like that. In the meantime, in between time, though, while you're doing that, work on music that challenges you. You know what I mean? Work with new producers. Work with writers. I said it. Work with writers. I would love to see you with more writers, with some new writers that can help you write some hooks. Because I have to be honest with you, hotties, my girl Megan is not the best hook writer. And that's just me that's my opinion. Just my humble, unsolicited, nobody asked for opinion. I don't think Megan can write a good hook. Not all the time. She got her moments. Sometimes it get in your head like, oh, you ate that girl. But sometimes it feel like run-on sentences. Does that make sense? Sometimes her hooks just sound like run-on sentences to me. And I'd be like, that's the hook, girl? I don't know. I just feel like hip-hop is so fun. And I feel like female hip-hop particularly is really, really fun and can be really, really bright and really, really, campy. And I think Megan plays into the camp on her music videos and her visuals, but I don't think it translates into the actual deliverance of the music. Because the music videos definitely is campy and fun and witty, but her deliverance of the songs just have nothing different. The reason why I don't think her music is even resonating with her core demographic anymore is because people are tired of that. They want something new from Megan. They know that you look good. They know that you gon', give the attitude and be the hot girl and you are that girl, bitch. That's not the problem. Megan is truly that girl. Truly. There wouldn't be this many conversations about her if she was not that girl. I don't want to make that very known here. Okay? But as somebody that's a fan of her, as somebody that has been watching her since 2018, when that baby was in Texas in that subdivision in them camo pants rapping, okay? I would love to see the evolution of you, girl, because it feels like I'm still on Tina Snow in 2018, 2019. In 2025. I can use a non-hip hop girl as an example. I can use my girl Gaga as an example, actually. You know what I mean? This mayhem situation. Gaga is tapping back into the Born This Way, the Fame Monster kind of nachos a little bit, but it's evolved. And you can tell she's learned from the other records she's made, because Gaga, for about 6 years, deviated from what we knew. And she said, let me show y'all what else I can do. I can do jazz, I can make contemporary, I can make ballads, I can do theater, I can do movies, I can do movie soundtracks, I can do classical, I can make country-esque pop music, Joanne. I can make pop commercial music, Rain on Me, Chromatica, okay? But us girls that have been with Gaga since 2009 was like, bitch, I'm waiting for the weird, like, eclectic shit. You know what I mean? I'm ready for the shit that's like Shiza. I'm ready for like Heavy Metal Lover. You know, I'm ready for a Teeth. You know what I mean? And so she said, 1 second, but she took years. She took about 6 years to just go make other stuff. Do you know what I mean? A Harley Quinn album. The Harley Quinn album don't sound like nothing else she's done. Like, that's amazing. Then she came back to Mayhem. Mayhem, she made Abracadabra, Disease, and Garden of Eden. The records that, like, I'm like, oh, I miss this sound. But you know why I miss this sound? Because my girl has given me other things to get into her about. I've learned her other layers as an artist. I've learned other things that my girl can do. That's still my girl. I may not listen to everything that she does, and I may not play it like these other songs that I love, but because I love her as an artist, and this is why I said I don't think we allow sometimes our favorite artists to grow and evolve. I say we because even though it is the artist's responsibility to do so, if the audience isn't letting you do that, though, in the sense of, you know, we're supporting it, then they got to do what pays the bills. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to say, I feel like as monsters, we allowed Gaga the space. And some of us didn't. Some of us was being bratty, but we allowed Gaga the space to experiment and show us what else you can do. And so when she got back to Mayhem, and giving us just a taste of what we used to, but evolved and better, and because now she's singing like she never sung before, and she's dancing like she's never danced before. Now she's giving a Coachella show that's a concert that she is the best show she's ever done in her entire career. She's been in this game for about 16 years. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying to you? Now she's giving the best show she has given ever in this current day, and arguably one of the best albums she's produced ever in current day, because she has went on to make other things that has taught her how to make this album. That's all I'm saying. So I think Megan at her 6 year, she's at her 6-7 year time right now. I think that it's time for Megan to go ahead and go make other stuff. Even if your hotties be like, girl, what the is this? Girl, get into it. If y'all live for me, get into it. I'm trying something. I gotta expand, because Megan is a wonderful artist, a beautiful rapstress, a very talented rapper, a very talented creative. And I would love to see more. I want to see more of her horror. I want to see more of her scary and freaky side. I love her anime. I want to get more into that. Not just stylistically though, not just for music videos and for imagery, but for music as well. And really experiment with that and go deeper into that and have fun with it. You have my vote to do it, Megan. I'm going to be here for you, girl. But I'm also going to be here for you when I feel like you're getting a little stagnant. Because Megan, between me and you, you're too talented for anybody to paint you as a one-trick pony. Okay? I just love her. I love Megan. I believe in her. And I always have loved her. I have my criticisms of her. But I have my criticisms of any artist I actually like. Just like y'all got criticisms of me. And I'm going to always be like, for the people that love me, I'm going to listen. And I got to apply the notes. That's how you grow as a human. That's how you grow as an artist. As y'all sometimes try to dogpile and bully her, in my mind, and not even just Megan, any other artist as well. Remember that these people are human, you guys. Remember these people are human. And remember these people are artists first. And the business and the other stuff of it come after. But these people are still trying to figure it out just as much as we try to figure out our lives sometimes as a creative, you know? All right, Cadence Army. I love y'all picking up my call as always. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this conversation right here. Can't wait to read and talk to you guys. And I will call y'all back real soon. Bye, Army.